Hey everyone, I think I'm live. Oh shoot, what'd I do? I'm gonna turn the camera on in a minute. I had to tend to something quick, and now I gotta just fix my lipstick. Am I live yet? I can't tell. Okay. Oh wait, let me mute that. Oh shoot, I don't have my earbuds in yet. Oh my god. Okay. I actually planned ahead today, gave myself plenty of time to get ready, and of course, all these things have to happen. So now I'm running late. And 1 second, I'll have my glasses on and I'll be able to read the chat. Hey everyone. Hey Sweet Tea, Craze Conflict, Casey, Claire Bear, Megan, Dottie Morgan, Just Britt, SC Johnson, GTA and Opinions, Laugh Through Life, Tia, Frank, KDD, Anika, Mary, LRC, John Howdy. Oh no, John. I'm sorry, your name's John. You were saying howdy. I need new glasses. Mama Bear. Hey, Mrs. Vieira. Hey, Robin. Hey, Christy. Robin. Hoot 3. Little Miss Noble. 1111. Billy Martin. Katie D. Laugh Through Life. I don't remember if I said that or not. And Maloney. Mom of 3. Hey, I'm a mom of 3 too. I mean, I'm a mom of 3 also. Hey, Hoot 3. I think I said you already. I don't know. I'll just say everyone twice. That way I'm sure. Me too, my prescription is sorted. I know, right? I actually have an appointment coming up on the 7th, so yay! Only because I broke my glasses, my good glasses, so I need a new pair now. The boss, what's up? What's up, guys? Okay. So last night, I don't know if, I don't think maybe all of you were here last night, so here's what we're doing tonight. We're going to continue watching a video from last night. However, I am seeing some new names in the chat, so if it's okay with everyone, I just assume start it from the beginning, because we were about halfway through it. I mean, we were, but it's about an hour long. So, and I know I missed some of it in the first half too. So this way I can, catch it. So if everyone's cool with me starting from the beginning, please give me a 1. If you'd rather I didn't, then give me a 2. Hey, Butterfly Kisses. Kentucky Girl. Hey, Nikki. 1. All right, cool. All right, the ones have it. The ones have it? All right, cool. I'm going to go grab the file. So, oh, and also, too, I thought if, because in case people in here aren't aware, because I know like people are aware of like some emails I've been getting. I wanted to show people how they can tell if it's a fake email or not. So I'll set I have to take screenshots though because I can't show everything in my emails, but I can show you like the metadata and everything, the source, and show you where to find the source and everything, the IP address, to see who it is that sent it. Or rather, to see if it was from a trusted source, rather, I should say. Okay, where did I put that damn video? It was in a folder file, I think. And it was YouTube, I think. Let's see here. Shit. I don't see the cover coordinate. Oh, wait. I think this is it. Yeah. No, that's not it. Yeah, I'll find it. Don't worry. It's here somewhere. I didn't think I put it in there, though. That I left it out. Do I have any videos out here? So it would have been last night. So, what, yesterday, maybe? Damn it. I will find it, guys. But if anyone remembers the name of it, that'd be cool. Because I know we were watching one about Tati, and I don't think that was it. I think it was I wanted to say it was about, like, I don't know, Micah or something. Let's see. Anyone in the chat have anything? I can always just pull up the other live, and that'll tell me. So is this video of KJ watching Aaron? I was not here yesterday. No, I don't think she was watching me. Well, the video I'm talking about, I know she wasn't watching me. It's a video. She was talking about her kid, I remember. Like, I just can't remember the name of it, but let me just pull it. I'll grab it quick. I'll figure it out. Sorry, like I said, I gave myself extra time tonight. Thought I was going to have it nice and easy, but then I didn't. It's annoying. So, what's this one? No, that wasn't it. It was the second video. Oh, that's right. Okay, now I remember which one it was. I remember now. It's that old one. I just can't remember where I put it. All right. It's from 21. It's right here. It had 19 in the title. All right, I got it. There it is. All right. Red and green. That's the colors I gave it. All right, so let me check the chat here real quick. You have to pay to be on it. EKC. Oh, I'm watching the old chat. Oh my god, I was like, oh my god, why does that sound familiar? That's right. It's from the other night. Okay, now I'm looking at the right chat. All right, so who else is here? Hey, Tifa, JC Mills, KZ, Plays in Rain, Halliana. So how was everyone's day today? I hope everyone had a good day. On a mission. What's up? Hey, Jess, Carly, Kentucky girl, Tia, Sherry Landscaping, Halliana from Kalamazoo. That's so cool. Jessica, Noel, Wi-Fi and weed. Or Wi-Fi and shrooms. I haven't even touched mine though lately. Past few days or past week almost. All right, so share media file I have to do. And red.
Hello.
Okay, so for anyone wondering, this is an old video of Katie. This is like one of probably I'm sure it was uploaded like within her first couple months maybe on YouTube. It was from, let me grab it. It was from, I don't know, I have I think it's February 19th, 2019. I think that's what my notes here say. I've actually done really good at like downloading the lives and some videos and everything, and just I save them by dates. I don't save them by anything else, but at least I figure the dates, can help lead me to any other info in them. So, and it looks like 2/19/19 I have. So this is when she was in this video. She's talking about having to fire a nurse. Like, I don't know if it was that day, but might have been that day. It was within days. And she goes on to discuss what it's like having a nurse in the home, and just, the whole experience for them as a family going through this, I guess you could say. Just double check the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. Frank, is it against TOS to stream someone else's live from Instagram? I don't think so, Frank. I don't even think it's really against it from YouTube, but I think it depends. I mean, like if it's anything copyrighted, like music or some other artful creation, I think maybe it might be. But I think this here is a YouTube video that I'm playing. Someone has said to me that you have to like stop every few seconds or whatever, or play it at a higher speed, which I think maybe I'll do that. I think I'll speed up the speed a little bit. But honestly, I don't know if it's something that you can really, get shit for. I don't know. I haven't yet, knock on wood. So either it's not that kind of offense, or just I've been really freaking lucky. I don't know. Wrong one. Oh, I can't speed this one up. That's right, because it's in here. Damn it. Okay, whatever. Oh, did I see another question or something? Can you? Oh, yep, I can. I'm sorry, Brett. I just saw that. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start this, and then I'm going to take care of that for you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm actually going to try live tonight because it's 7:30, so I figured this might be a good time for maybe more people that are online. I've done a couple of lives so far, mostly just sort of talking about anti-vaccine and stuff. But I just wanted to talk today about, some people will have made comments that a lot of my articles are sometimes depressing, and I share a lot of content about children that are abused, or disabled children that are harmed by their caregivers or their teachers. And I do it because it happens, and it happened to my son. And I wrote an article about it today, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about, what it's like to raise a child that is medically fragile and have staff in your home that are abusive, and though sort of how difficult that is for the family.
Thank you so much for becoming a member, Haliana from Kalamazoo. I like saying that. It just, I don't know, it just flows right off the tongue. Haliana from Kalamazoo. Like it. Hey, Lindsay. Good to see you here. So for anyone just coming in, this is a video of Katie from, I believe, February 19th, 2019. And she is discussing how they had to fire their nurse that day, or right around that day. And she goes on to discuss what the whole ordeal was like and what having a nurse and everything is like. So,
as well as for the child. My son has had home care nursing for on and off his whole life. And I think most home care nurses are amazing. I think that, home care workers are overworked and they're underpaid and they work too many hours and they make way less money than their nursing counterparts that are in the hospital. And because of that, sometimes they're stressed out, burnt out. There's a massive home care shortage for families like mine. So if your child qualifies for nursing, you can't staff the nurses. If you can staff the nurses, you have to take whatever nurses the agency sends, whether you like them or not. And for the past year, we have been involved with a nursing agency that I actually just had to terminate today, which was really difficult. But a nurse got abusive with me and my son yesterday. And I just felt like these are the kinds of things that no one talks about. And it's really hard to admit that as a parent, you do your best to protect your child, but sometimes you bring people into your home that might hurt them. And it's indirectly, verbally, physically, and you are engulfed in what's going on around you that sometimes you can't see what's going on. And we've had at least 2 really abusive nurses in our home in the last year. Yesterday, I had to have a nurse leave. I thought I was going to have to call the cops because she would not leave my home. She was screaming at me. She was making my son cry, making my son shake. She basically just like lost her mind on us because I told her that she had to be in the basement and she didn't like that answer. She accused me of treating her like an
where is it? Laugh Through Life says the date, and does coincide with the time frame she had been drinking a lot, as stated in the article. There were 2 articles, but yes, you're right. One of them, it does coincide. The other one, it was from 2018, I believe. So I don't know if she had two instances where she had a drinking problem, because they were both different stories too. So it wasn't even like she just told the same story twice. So yeah, yep.
animal, which I don't. I'm an extremely I'm an introvert as much as I might not seem that way. I'm a very quiet person.
Okay, that drove me nuts when we were watching this last night. She's going on telling this story about how her son was abused, this horrible experience and everything. Her son was abused. I mean, come on, they had to fire a nurse and almost called the cops on her to get her out of the house. So what does she say? I'm an introvert. That's what's on her mind, is how she's an introvert. Are you kidding me?
And I spend most of my time writing, because that's writing and reading, because that's just my happy place. And it's hard to have staff in your home when you're an introvert. And sometimes I would be short with her, or just with staff in general, because when you have people in your house 12 hours a day, it's you don't really get to be yourself. You have to always be thinking about someone else. And sometimes we have days where we're not feeling good, or our kids are acting like jerks or whatever. And when you have staff in your home, you don't ever really get to let down and be vulnerable, because you always have to be on and be considerate to the people that are around you. So home care can be very messy. You can have fights with your nurses. You can have
Christ conflict. If my son had been abused, I would have the wherewithal to do a live stream, but only to threaten the nurse, because she must have gotten away from me without being harmed by me before I could get my hands on her. That's why I would do a live stream, really. I would, so it would probably be a good thing I did do a live stream. But yeah, I would have the wherewithal, but only to target her. I mean, it wouldn't be to sit there and tell a bunch of strangers on YouTube or social media how I'm an introvert. This is just so hard for me because I'm an introvert, and it's me.
Words with your nurses. That doesn't mean that you necessarily hate them. It's just, it's kind of like when you're in a relationship with a spouse. Sometimes when you're around someone all the time, you snap. So the nurse that we actually just let go, she had been with us for a year, and my son was really attached to her. And unfortunately, she was extremely abusive to me and to my son verbally.
Then why the hell was she there for almost a year? If she was abusive, why did you allow her to stay around for almost a year and allow your son to become so attached to her? How did he become so attached to her, considering how abusive she was? And what bothers me too is, because we all know that the story is very, very likely bullshit. At least in my opinion, it's very likely bullshit. So her saying how her son was really attached to this nurse, that tells me that, something else happened. So she just kicked this nurse out and almost had a threat to call cops to make her leave, probably because the nurse was like, dude, no, you're nuts. And so, while doing that, she ends up, tearing her son's heart out, basically, because he was really attached to her for almost a year. I don't know, that's how I read it, but that could be my bias showing. I admit that.
And I was very patient and put up with a lot of her stuff because my son loved her, and my son doesn't have any friends, like none. And he thought she like called her his.
Why doesn't he have any friends? I mean, yeah, he was younger then. Okay, this was what, 2 years ago? Yeah, it was like almost 2 years ago, like to the day, like 2 years and a month. So he was what, like 6, maybe? Why didn't he have any friends at 6? A cousin is something, I mean, I had friends at 6. I met my best friend for years, and right in like the first day of kindergarten. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh shoot, that's right. I wanted to do that. My bad. In case you feel like joining me to give some narration to this, Christ, because I believe that's what we talked about. If not, no pressure. It's completely up to you, but there's the link. Okay. And I'm going to be going back on. Just 1 second. I'm going to give him a second to see if he's coming in. And I'm going to turn my camera on in just a moment. Oh, damn it. I didn't want to wear this shirt, my other shirt. Wet outside walking the dog. Okay.
Best friend. And because of that, I felt very guilty.
Hey.
Hey, the lady.
What's up?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What am I hearing? What am I hearing?
My dog's snoring.
And
is that the video?
Because of that,
Yeah,
I felt very guilty.
I had it on pause, though. What is playing? Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What am I hearing? What am I hearing?
My dog's snoring.
Is that the video? Because of that, I felt very guilty.
There's a lot of feedback.
I had it on pause, though. What is playing? Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What am I hearing? What am I hearing?
My dog's snoring. Ouch.
Is that the video? Because of that, I felt very guilty.
There's a lot of feedback.
I had it on pause, though. Okay, I got it. Oh, wait. What am I hearing? What am I hearing? One second. I think I might know what the problem was. I think because I might have not turned on the microphone, was using the earbuds microphones. Maybe. I don't. Whenever I use the wired headphones, I have an issue. I don't know why. Okay, input. No, I have that on. Output. Try this. output headphones, input microphone. All right, let me try adding something. Okay.
Hello. So,
All right. I don't know. Maybe it's going to be okay.
Good evening,
if you want to
everyone.
try the link again,
I'm
Grace.
actually going to try live tonight because it's 7:30, so I figured this
Oh,
would
what is
be a
your color?
good
Thank
time
you, Tia.
for maybe more people that are online.
I feel like black is my color, but I like black.
I've
Send
done
link
a
again.
couple
Okay.
lives so far, mostly just sort of talking about anti-vaccine and stuff. But I just wanted to talk today about some people will have made comments that a lot of my articles are sometimes depressing, and I share a lot of content about didn't embrace them fully instead of just keeping it.
Okay, so I'm going to wait for him to come in so I can try and test the audio, and then we'll go from there. Okay.
All right. How's that?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what there was. I really don't. I might have had my headphone microphone on or something, and the other microphone. I don't know, but I don't know.
Nah, I think that might have been a little red throwing a beer can from North Carolina.
She sent her squirrels up here to sabotage. Hello, Red. We're talking shit about you. All right,
As far as
Oh, I'm sorry.
as
Go
far
on.
as the kid not having any friends, that's her fault completely because he hasn't been socialized.
Yeah, and I mean, I try to imagine how things have been for her. You know, if I had a child who was prone to sickness and medically fragile, as she puts it, I would probably be overprotective too. I mean, I would probably not want them to be around other sick kids or in other people's homes,
So,
maybe. You know,
but
but still,
but
you can
let
do
me
play
talk.
dates.
My ex's kid was born. He was a twin. He was a, he was the firstborn of the
Oh yeah.
twins. The other one didn't make it.
Oh,
This kid was 15 ounces. They did not expect him to live.
holy crap!
He was medically fragile for like the
Yeah.
first 8 months. He stayed in the hospital and he came home. Then he went back in. He spent time at Ronald McDonald House. Then he got sick again. His immune system got weak. He had to walk. I mean, he had to use a wheelchair. They get through that.
Right.
The thing is, whether or not he had physical limitations, most kids with autism have to be socialized. It's not innate, it's not instinctive for them.
Right, and from everything I've read, which isn't a whole lot, I admit, but from what I've read, the earlier you start this, the earlier you start implementing, socializing and social skills, the more adapt they will be to it, the more
Well,
they'll
no,
take it
that's
in.
that's absolutely right. Because
So,
I have a sister. Well, we went to college together, and we both studied sociology and behavioral health. And she recognized the signs early in her daughter. So
yeah,
now you can't really tell that her daughter has autism because she got to work on her early, as opposed to not noticing until they get to school or something and then getting the
right,
diagnosis there. Like
right,
my niece got diagnosed before she turned 2.
yeah. Well, that's my son, my middle child. Like they thought he had autism, and he had received that diagnosis like just before he turned 2. Like he was like 1 year and 10 months. Um, turns
I
out though,
think they stopped diagnosing them that young.
maybe I mean this he's 18 now. So, but turns out though he had a lot of. Am I gone?
I'm here.
Oh no, I saw my picture. Just this must have been from earlier. My bad. Okay. Um, turns out he was deaf mostly for his whole life because he had like a lot of ear infections and the fluid wasn't draining, so he had like half hearing at best for like half his life.
Piece of trivia. You know who was labeled as what's the new term? Intellectually disabled, but it turned out he was just deaf.
Who's that?
Thomas Edison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They thought like they had kicked him out of school and everything, but he was just deaf.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, back then, didn't they like if you were deaf, then chances are you were like also mute or whatever, and didn't they just assume that that meant you were kind of slow? I
Yeah,
mean,
because
back
back
then.
then they called mute dumb, so they would
Yeah.
say like you're deaf, dumb, and blind.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it's history. I mean,
I
we're just
know, I
saying
know,
how it was.
I know, I
You
know.
know, we're not talking about anything malicious.
No, I know, but it's since it's my channel, I'm the one who will get the comments.
Well, you know what?
I'm
I'm
kidding. I'm kidding.
sorry. No, but
No,
no, I
no,
have
no,
to.
no, not for you. I won't get the comments for you. I'll get the comments if I say it.
Oh,
No, no, you're fine. You
oh, in
no.
that case, I'll go on a limb and say boobs. Okay, I'm joking.
No, seriously, I would never even try to police someone's speech on when they're a guest on my channel. They just seem so wrong to me. I don't know. I mean, if demonetizations happens, then it happens. You know.
Yeah, but I think your guest should adhere to a certain level of diplomacy and
Well,
just natural respect.
right. That's where I think my responsibility comes in like choosing guests wisely. So,
Well, absolutely.
so
And you don't sad fish, so whoever you bring on is going to be funny, most likely.
well, so far, yeah. All right. I'm going to go back to the video though.
Okay.
More clinical. Um, and for a while that was fine, but then the more the nurses got comfortable, the more advantage they started taking of me. And my son became so invested with the nurses that I put up with really bad behavior because I didn't want my son to lose the nurses. So we had one nurse that just decided she wanted to discipline him, and I never gave her approval to discipline him. And she decided that she was going to start taking away his iPad, and she decided that he needed to do things besides look on his iPad. And she would fight with me about his iPad. She told me that he needs to do more than have his iPad. I've had nurses tell me that what I feed my child isn't right. See, nurses, when they come into your home, they're not doctors. They're following doctors' orders, and they're not there to give any direction. And so they might have clinical experience, but it's their job to follow the doctor's order, if that makes sense. So they're not in your home to like give you suggestions. They're in your home because the doctor ordered that they be in your home.
Okay, I know. Like last night, we had some people in chat who was able to answer some questions we had about this kind of setup. So I'm wondering if maybe they're here again. My question is, she just said that the nurses are supposed to follow the doctor's orders and not like give suggestions or whatever. But what if the parent is not following the doctor's orders? I mean, how is the nurse supposed to handle that situation? I mean, providing it's not some dire situation where like a call to CPS would be warranted. It's just I don't know,
I,
just a mom being a
it's,
bitch.
I can speak for, I know what it's like in Pennsylvania, but I
Okay,
mean, she's in Minnesota, so
right, but
we might have bovine clauses in there or something. No,
well, but bovine, aside, it's probably similar.
well, no, here, like when she's saying you can't choose your nurses, that's not true. I mean, there has to be a good fit for the family and the nurse. And that's
Yeah.
why they go through an interview process.
Yes, that's what someone had said in the chat too. That there's a whole like meet and greet thing, and
But
just
see, if she explains that, then you can't feel sorry for her because the way she paints that picture is she has to take whatever they throw at her and she has no choice. First of all, the thing that she's trying to describe would be more indicative of somebody on public assistance.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
So
Oh,
we're the whole. I mean, if she had private insurance, you can pick whoever you want, and you can go to whatever
right,
agencies are covered under that private insurance.
right, yeah. So long as insurance covers it, yeah. Or you could even just hire an agency yourself and pay out of pocket. I
Yeah,
imagine. But I mean, and maybe then you have more control, or maybe you don't. I don't know.
I mean, depending on his physical, conditions, he might have needed like a registered nurse
Right,
or
yeah,
a practical nurse or a home health aide, depending on his growth
right,
and progress. But I know in the case of my ex, she actually learned the procedures that the nurses did because she wanted to make sure whoever came in the house, she could make sure they knew what they were doing.
right.
But she did. at first take initiative in her son's welfare. And like when I hear KJ talk, it's the same sound, it's the same rhetoric, it's robotic. She's told that story. Well, not this story because she's making up details as she's going along, but some of her other stories, she said it so many times that it's just rolling off her tongue, but it doesn't sound authentic. It sounds manufactured.
Hey, JC Mills.
Hi.
JC.
What's up?
Hello.
Oh. Did she? What happened?
JC?
Oh, no. Oh. Well, I'll put the link in there again so she can find it easier. And
hi, Atticus.
She'll come back, I'm sure. If she lives anywhere near me, like in the northeastern part of the country, she probably has a lot of wind, and that could be messing with her internet because our internet's fine, but we have a lot of wind.
Yeah, the storms came through this morning. They're gone now.
Okay. Welcome back.
Okay, thank you. I think I totally got out of the portion that I'm in right now. Sorry about that.
Don't like it.
How are you?
Hi, Christ Conflict. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
You crack me up, Christ Conflict. You also gross me out sometimes. But some of the stuff you say making me think of certain positions people are in. Got out of
kind of a
like,
double-edged
no,
sword.
I don't need that mental image. The portion that I'm in. Sorry. I'm not like the representative for all special needs parents.
Okay.
But if you guys do have some questions, this will probably.
Wait, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
Do you have your volume on, like coming out of your computer or anything?
It's my phone, and I can turn it down. You crack me up.
Okay. If you can,
I don't know
please.
what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I know. I can't really figure it out either. It's
hey, that wasn't me this time. Okay, good.
Should I leave and come back?
No, you're fine. You know how, like, remember, like, years ago when people would call the radio station and the DJ would be like, turn your radio down because of the feedback and the
Yes,
the sound.
I do. But I'm on my
That's what it's
phone,
like.
so I don't know how to make that not happen.
Do you have headphones or anything?
I do. I have them on. Sorry.
Can you
again.
Can you turn your phone down, like the external volume?
Let me see. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Are you kidding? Tina and I tried this for like months before we got it right.
Okay, how is it now?
Wait. We need one of us to be
talking. Questions.
Someone just said you can pause your YouTube video on your phone. That should do it.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I'm so sorry.
It might take a minute to pick up here, so we'll just give it a second. But I still hear feedback, but it's not nearly as bad. Oh no, now it's gone. Okay, awesome. Coming out of your.
Is it?
It's my phone, and
Okay, I'm gonna leave and come back because this is super annoying. So.
Okay.
Is there...
Okay. If you can.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I know. What? Okay. See, I'm wondering if it's me. I don't think it is though. No, I still
come back, JC. Hey, that wasn't me this time. Okay, good. Wait.
What am I hearing?
Now I'm hearing feedback.
Yeah.
But I got my headphones on, so I was.
I got mine on too. There's nothing. I'll double check my. No, you're fine. You know how, like, remember my system preferences again. The radio station Samsung media mic for input, headphones for output. Here. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go grab my wireless. I'm wondering maybe somehow that's an issue because maybe there's a microphone on this one. I don't know. Give me 1 second.
Yes, I do. But I'm not. Know how to.
God damn it. Ah! There we go. All right.
How about now?
Wow, those connect. Awesome.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah, I can hear. Wait a second though. Wait, no, actually, I'm not hearing anything else, so I think you can continue talking. Hmm?
Okay.
This should take care of it because I had never had a problem when I used the earbuds. It's only when I use like wired headphones for some reason. I don't know. What
So
was that?
you're not good when you get wired?
Actually, quite the opposite. It's been a long time since that happened, though.
Don't remind me. I remember my 20s again.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. I spent my 20s like in a drunken drugs like haze. My 30s sobering up, and my 40s eating mushrooms.
I didn't get to the shrooms till late 40s. I mean, the substances. But yeah, I was a booze dude in like early 20s. Didn't help that I worked downtown and lived downtown and all the bars knew me.
Dude, yeah. One of the first bars I worked in was a cop bar, and
Hmm.
that's pretty much when I started, partying in that regard. Crazy, yeah, crazy. Okay, I'm thinking now. Now that I had the earbud in, maybe it was me. Maybe we won't have an issue now. I don't know.
Hey,
Okay.
JC's back.
Hi.
Yes,
I'm
yeah, I just had her
trying.
back. Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
JC.
hello. I'm sorry. I always
know.
hate when people are like, "Hey, it's so loud, quit," and it continues on for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I don't want to be that annoying person. I'm leaving.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Like, seriously, if you ever watched me and Tina in the beginning, like, literally months it took us to get the streaming thing, ironed out.
Yeah. Well, good.
So.
I mean, I'm normally annoying. I just don't want to be annoying for that reason.
You're not
So,
annoying. Stop it. I'm sorry. I was
what
reading
I
into it. No,
was-
you're not annoying. Stop.
What I was trying to say before the whole echo thing was that, I'm not like stay-at-home mom special needs representative for the world, but I can give some insight to my experience if needed. And this is probably one of the only times, perhaps, that I don't even want to say it. I feel like it can't come out of my mouth. I feel like lightning's going to strike me or something, but I
Hold
may
on.
be
If you're
on.
talking about lightning, I want to turn off my lights.
I may be on Katie's side in this one. I'm not saying that there's perhaps not some exaggeration.
I don't
But-
think it's, against the law to agree with Katie.
Yeah, no,
think
it's
probably
fine.
should be because I think maybe something's wrong with people. So if they do, so that's why I'm a little worried about myself right now. When what I think she was trying to say when speaking about someone coming into your house, they're following doctor's orders, but they don't get to sit there and make up their own rules.
Right.
That's true. I don't think she's saying it clearly. And one thing I'm also speculating on is that perhaps she doesn't have an actual nurse. She may have something, and I think it's called something different in each state, but it may be, in my state, it's called a personal care aide.
Yeah, like a
Right.
home health
And-
aide.
Yeah.
Yes. And it can get really confusing because we also have respite workers too, which can technically be the same person. Respite workers are like babysitters. We
Yeah, they
do
just
have
sit there
someone
and
that
wait.
comes, and we can leave or we can do whatever.
It could be for a day,
And-
it could be for a weekend.
Correct. Yes. And the same.
I'm sorry, I was in the family court system. I was a
Yeah.
advocate for like 12, 13 years.
Awesome.
That's how I know all of this. But the thing I wanted to say, JC, I agree with everything you're saying. And I would agree why you side with KJ. if it weren't KJ.
That is what I think is pissing me off so much. I think I mentioned this before, is I feel like she ruined it for anybody in this quote unquote community that we have common interest in science or reality TV or whatever, is that you're not going to believe me because your experience with anything special needs, you being broad, like all of us who have been brought to KJ, it's just,
Well, I think
it
KJ's
sounds
followers
like the
would
boy
not
who
believe
cries
you.
wolf. I'm sorry, say that again.
I think KJ's followers would not believe you. But anybody that can see KJ for who she is will probably switch to an anti-KJ channel and then talk to people like us.
Yeah, I did see some things in the chat about friendships, and I did share the other night that my son has something, he has a different diagnosis called Angelman syndrome. My son's 10 years old. He's been around people his whole life. He has been in school. He's been in a special needs school. He actually has been going to a public school for 2 or 3 years now. This year, we happen to be home because of, you know, the dumb coronavirus. But he has been around a ton of people. I took him to play dates. I've taken him to playgrounds. I've taken him wherever. He doesn't have any friends. So I feel her on that one. I'm not saying that perhaps because it is who it is speaking in this video, there could be some overbearingness, for lack of better words, in protecting him. But
yeah, I get that. I do.
I do try, and I know you guys aren't talking about me, but this is again where I'm like, I want to show a different side of this, of someone who's maybe more in touch with reality. I mean, sometimes I am, not always, but it is true. That's what burns me up about a lot of things that she does. That it's not always about socializing or not socializing. I do that with my son. I take him everywhere. We do everything. We just had him on a golf cart tonight because he freaking loves doing that and like squealing at people as we go by because that's his way to say hello. And you know,
they see you love your son.
True.
There you go.
And it's probably going to be controversial. I do agree. Even kids with disabilities can be little butts sometimes. My son can be that way too. His fine motor skills are not great until he's around his little sister and he very precisely grabs and pulls her hair all the time.
Aww.
So they can be little butts too.
But see, with my ex's kid, I watched him enough to know when it was an autistic type behavior and when it was just him being a regular kid acting like a jerk behavior. But that's because I got to know him, unlike his own mother. Yeah. And that's why I don't feel
still kills me.
KJ does not talk about her son with any sense of connection. And like I said, she'll use anything for a story.
She doesn't have any of those videos up anymore. You are correct.
So,
and I could have been fooled a couple times.
But no, see, you're an empathetic person and you can relate to what she's saying, but you're listening to what she's saying and now you're getting foggy about who she is. Yeah. That's my opinion, in my opinion. But, you know, for me, I can't get past who she is because she disrespected Jesus. So I'm just going to see her as the Antichrist.
She's disrespected a lot of things.
Yeah, but you crossed the line with Jesus.
I'm sorry?
She crossed the line with Jesus.
That and a lot of things, my friend. That and a lot of things. Well, I appreciate your...
No, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So, in terms of like what the nurse can do, I mean, the nurse, I get that has to follow doctor's orders and everything, and she can't just like come up with her own medical plan or, you know, whatever. I get that. But what if the parent though is not following orders, but it's nothing that would require like a call to CPS? I mean, how much?
From what
how
I
many-
understand, they would report that information to their supervisor.
Oh,
They
okay.
wouldn't necessarily have a confrontation with the parent.
Okay.
And again, you have to remember I'm in a different state than she is, and my son
Right.
doesn't have a nurse. He just has, I say just, but personal care aides and respite
Also,
care
like
aides.
respite care. Yeah. Okay.
However, I do have plenty of friends who have nurses in their home, and it's my understanding it would be the same thing. They would,
Okay.
they probably talk to the parent. I mean, if they're not if the parent isn't confrontational, they'd probably say, "Hey, I noticed you weren't doing this, blah blah blah," and have a conversation. And then if it went differently than they thought it should, they would report to their supervisor.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay.
And
All right,
it,
thank you very much. I was
you're
just
welcome.
because I'm trying to, just she tells the story, and I'm just kind of wondering, I wonder how this really all began, but okay.
Right.
It
And it
began
is,
in her head.
Yeah, I
Lord
know.
Jesus, you were right about that. I can tell. I need to stop. But sometimes I can, yeah. It's confusing for parents anyway, because there are so many different policies, waivers, this, that, the other. Oh, and one thing I do kind of want to clarify, which again, coming from the person it is, I understand it may or may not be close to the truth. But there
Right,
are
yeah.
certain states where your children are eligible. Medicaid's kind of a broad term, right? I don't know if when people are thinking of Medicaid like Social Security income, you can get that. We personally don't. But there are some states that have waivers where your child can qualify for Medicaid, not based on income, but ability. That's the case in our state.
Right, yeah.
We also have private insurance as well. So it doesn't matter how much money we have or make. We still get to keep Medicaid because it's based on disability, not based on income.
That's awesome.
We
awesome,
only
in my
use
opinion.
it specifically for him. Yes, it is, because his medical bills are,
Yeah.
I mean, just therapy alone is a couple grand a month. So
Jeez,
our
wow.
insurance only covers so much. So yes, I'm incredibly grateful.
When my son was first diagnosed, when they thought he had autism, I mean, this was like 16 years ago, maybe almost.
Yes.
We had health insurance through my husband's employer, and it was Blue Cross Blue Shield, I think, and but we still had a copay and everything. And they this one place wanted to see him 3 times a week, so that was going to cost us $60 a week, to
Right.
bring him there. It's just like, what do we? I don't know. I just thought, like, what are we paying insurance for? I mean, this is okay. Great, it's not like
I know,
$600 a week, but really, I mean, it's I don't know.
know.
But yeah, I think in my opinion, when there's a need, I think the insurance should be there. I don't know, regardless of income.
And with keeping your private insurance, it actually helps the state, because then they don't have to cover as much of the cost. So it kind of works out for everyone, or it should. But anyway, that's all. I just, want to clarify a couple things. And I think you're right, Christ conflict. I think that I'm hearing the word she's saying and understanding that most people aren't as perhaps dishonest. So I'm thinking of this perspective from all the people I know, that this is truly their reality and not.
Exactly.
So.
And she's probably been on Reddit and heard some of those testimonials as well.
Yeah.
Nikki says Minnesota has the waiver system. Depending upon the income, it is either completely free or a spend down system. Well, that's good. I like hearing that. I mean, like I said, like when we started talking about this last night, out of all the things that people give Katie shit for or whatever, and most of it, she deserves the shit. this is just one thing that's not even on my radar. I don't care. Even if she were lying and ripping off her state to get health insurance for her kid, have at it. I go for it. It's health insurance and it's for a kid. I mean, I can't be upset about that. I can't.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
No, nobody's
Okay.
upset about health insurance at all. I'm
No,
just upset
no,
that she's using her kid
it's
for a prop.
no, I know, no, but we've gotten on the subject of the health insurance in this channel before in live streams
Oh,
because
we're talking
she was
Medicaid
saying how she was
reallotment now?
yes how she said that she got paid to be the caregiver or whatever, and then she she was on YouTube and stuff, and I just like I said then, and now that's just something that just I don't know, it doesn't upset me.
Yeah, because
So.
one thing, even before the pandemic, not to be like woe as me or us. First of all, my family's doing perfectly fine. We are very, very fortunate, so we're good. However,
Awesome.
there have been a lot of people who, once you have a child who has a lot of complex appointments and therapies, typically your boss is kind of understanding in the beginning, but then it tends to be like, you really can't miss this much work. And like you said,
Yep.
it can be a weekly thing or several times a week thing. So a lot of times there's one parent, if you are fortunate enough to have two parents in the same home, who
But
have to stop working.
FMLA actually protects you in situations like that. You don't have to take it all at one time. You can actually stagger your FMLA. You just have to be employed long enough to qualify.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like a nationwide kind of thing.
Okay, I did not know.
But I know back in the day, yeah, that would be a problem. But
Yeah,
like when they started
there's the
trying
Family
to
Medical
promote
Leave Act.
yeah, when Clinton was promoting that, that was one of the things. And he was actually impressing upon the fact that there were a lot of single mothers that fell victim to this, and it kept them in the welfare cycle.
Right. Which is
Uh,
annoying as hell, and I could go off on a totally different tangent. By the way, this is totally off topic, but especially since you have said you've been kind of like in the legal system, so to speak, representing families, that is like so up my alley. I'm going to school for social work, so oh my
Hey, what's
goodness,
cool?
I would
Oh, that's
love to pick your
awesome.
brain sometime.
No, that's great, JC. What school?
I'd rather not say online because
Oh,
I've
well, no,
seen,
that's fine. That's fine.
but
But are you going for your master's
I
or your
want to.
BSW?
I am currently working on my BSW, so I can at least be licensed to work as a social worker.
Right.
But my
No,
goal is
exactly.
for master's. Yes.
Yeah, I did that for 2006 to 2019. I lost about 13 kids. I mean, buried about 13 kids.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
I know. I want to talk to someone to give me like a dose of reality. Like I'm
well,
excited
no, I mean
to help people.
you can IG me and DM
Okay.
thing, and I can you can ask whatever questions you got. Trust me, there's not a scary story I haven't been through.
Well, that's unfortunate to hear, but good to hear because you seem, at least from what I hear, to be a really awesome person who actually cares. So I'm glad that people had someone like you advocating
No,
for them.
thanks, JC. KJ taught me a
Word.
lot. I owe her so
Word.
much.
Shut up. All right. On that note, I'm out. Thank you very much for letting me talk.
It was
I
nice talking to you,
appreciate it.
JC.
All right.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
JC.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
I know G and Opinions wanted to join too, so I'm going to throw the link in there in case they're still around. And if they are, come on in.
Hi, Cindy.
Okay. Where am I? Okay. Hey, Cindy.
Hey, Kimberly, mother of rats. Thankfully, my kids aren't here, but I'll hug my dog. Come here, Bacon.
You named your dog Bacon?
Actually, that's her middle name. Her first name is Cayenne, like cayenne pepper.
Okay.
So she's Cayenne Bacon.
Liz.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Hi,
Good.
Liz.
How are you?
Hello. I'm good. I'm good. I'm still um a little bit upset about, not to change the subject completely, but like about the threats that Salt's got today. Um,
Right.
Ooh, saucy.
yeah.
Here's the deal. I know people are going to want to talk about this, so I'm not going to sit here and say no. We can't talk about it. I do
Sorry,
want to cover
I
this
didn't
video
mean to
though.
change
So
the subject.
no, you're fine. I was just going to say, why don't we designate a few minutes now to the discussion, and then we can go back to the video. So that's all.
Um,
And
I,
when we're done too, I can show the screenshots of how you can investigate email to see if it's sent from a spoofing site or not, or if it's trustworthy. So, but by all means, what's on your mind?
I've talked about this before, and on my channel, I make videos about it. But I'm Catholic, in case no one knew, and like this, and also for this week, it's Holy Week for us, and then also for Jewish people, Passover starts tonight, and it's like the fact that the Jewish
Mm-hmm.
Schultz is Jewish, right? And so the fact that the Jewish man got threats on Passover, which is like, besides Hanukkah and all the other high holidays, is like the holiest time of year for Jewish people. I,
Mm-hmm.
it's sickening. I almost cried today.
Yeah,
It's
I
yeah.
seen his tweet where he was saying, just now that you've mentioned, the religion and Judaism, he's Jewish. Now it's the task force comes out because it's like a hate crime. So
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
rightfully so. Don't get me wrong. I mean, so I was like, wow,
I mean,
okay.
it's like a lot of what we do, Christians and Jews intermingles, so like, it's like we're both celebrating, but like praying this week and observing this
Yeah.
week. And it's like the fact that all that goes down while, you know, we're trying to observe these holy times, not okay. Not okay.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm doing better though. I just had me some sausage and rice, so I ate some food. I'm feeling good.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I always feel good after that too.
yeah, yep, yep. But yeah, how are you guys doing?
I'm pretty high right now, so no complaint.
I'm I'm pretty good. I had a nice day today, so
Hey, how was work, Aaron?
Yeah.
it was not that busy today, but it was a nice day. I don't know.
Mm.
It was like a nice light day at work, and then came home and I kind of just sat around for a little while, and then I'm like, oh, I give myself lots of time, get ready for tonight and everything, and things didn't get hectic until like a half an hour before I had to be online. I was like, so, but it's all right. It all worked out.
How many "we know where you live" emails did you get?
Oh, I got more. I have to share more. Yeah. I want to redact a few more things because there are some things that aren't involving me, and I don't think I would. I don't know. I would want to have a say in whether or not someone else shared the
Did you
information. Or whatever.
scroll
I don't
all the
know.
way
So,
down to the bottom of the email? Because it's possible that they tried to send a prior email to my 600-pound life auditions, and then they just put
huh?
your death threat over top of it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I can't imagine a healthy person sending death threats through email like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Um, well, I checked out the source code and everything for it, and I know where it's coming
Bangladesh?
from. Huh? No,
Bangladesh?
no. The Czech Republic. So.
I wonder, is that, I
Oh.
don't know. I wonder if that IP is fake, because I can't see anyone from Eastern Europe knowing about any of this.
No, it's not, I don't think it's someone from Eastern Europe. It's a website that's
Okay.
used. Like I can go on the website and I can use the website to send a spoof email to someone. So
Okay.
it's yeah. The IP address is coming from that from that website's host,
Does
which is
somebody have
the
a
host for that website is
gastrointestinal problem right now? What was that?
What?
It sounded like water running.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Wolverine. But somebody else heard it, right?
Excuse me.
Yes, I
Sorry
heard it.
about that.
Yes.
Okay, that's
It's
all.
okay.
Look, I don't care what it was, as long as I wasn't the only one that heard it.
I think he was just worried it was him or something, because that's what I think when I hear shit. I'm like, oh no, is that me? So,
Yeah, this
yeah.
isn't my regular indica.
I live in an apartment complex, and sometimes I think it's like the vents or something, you know? Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah.
Do you have wood floors? Or do you have carpet?
Oh, yeah. Yep. We have the fake wood floors. Yep.
Yeah, I can hear the
do.
echo.
That's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, like kind of going back to JC was on, and it's always good, like, because I'm autistic too, right? And so and I have Asperger's, and so it's always I like hearing from parents like JC Mills, and like, so I'm kind of hoping I can give my perspective as an actual autistic person. So yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Crystal Bordage, the comment's been hidden, but I wanted to read this. Anyways, I looked at the Czech Republic police force, and they will cooperate with international police. That would surprise me. I mean, I hope you're right. I really hope that that's correct, and I hope I know nothing, and I'm just an idiot. But
That makes me an idiot too.
The Czech Republic isn't a part of the 14 Eyes Alliance, so they don't have to do that. I mean, they're not a part of the agreement to answer subpoenas and everything like that. So, and I don't know, I would be surprised if that's the case, but I hope you're right.
Well,
Holy
wait,
crap, I hope you're
Aaron,
right.
you should check on that.
Oh, well, I can try, but I mean, I don't think I don't have the expertise to really know what I'm looking at, but I know about the 14 Eyes Alliance. So, because I looked into like a host site, VPN host site and everything, and I didn't want them to be part of the alliance. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Nothing bad, but maybe not quite legal or whatever. But nothing bad. Just party favors. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, hey,
last time I smoked was during Hurricane Katrina. I watched the Weather Channel for like 6 hours, blown away.
Okay, Michelle Marie, I know it was a terrible dad joke. I know. No excuses.
Kimberly, last time I smoked was during Hurricane Katrina. I watched the Weather Channel for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Oh, wow.
I can't relate. I partake in alcohol, not weed or drugs. So I don't. That's still funny.
I do that with YouTube, and if I eat some mushrooms, and I'll just sit up for like hours just laughing my ass off at YouTube, like what the hell's his name? Ricky Berkowitz, like there or something like that. His channel. Oh my god, he fucking kills me. He kills me.
Who?
Ricky something.
Smalls?
No, Ricky Berwick. That's his name. Here, I'll grab a link and I'll put it in comments. Yeah, he's freaking hilarious. Oh my god, he kills me. Absolutely kills me. I always think I watch him. I always think one of these days he might kill his cat. I don't know. Like I'm joking, you know. I'm not seriously. I'm not seriously thinking that, but he's always like fucking with the cat, but in a loving way. And you're just like I don't know. Just sometimes I turn it on. I'm like, is the cat still alive? And it is. The cat's very happy and healthy. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm not sure. I might have spelled his name wrong. I just looked at it, but of course I might have spelled it wrong. No, I got it right. Okay. So yeah, that's his channel. He's I don't know. He's a huge goof, but he's funny as hell. You think with it being legal where I live, in weed shops every couple blocks. Oh, I tried again. Oh, so they. Oh, all right. That was the last time we smoked. Okay, I got it. Yeah. See, I don't like it. I never did. I don't know, but like once a year or so, I'd make myself try it because everyone else looks so damn happy on it all the time. I want to be that. So I'm hoping one of these years, I become one of those people who like it.
My neighbors aren't afraid of me anymore. Yeah, my neighbors are not afraid of me anymore.
Oh, I thought you said your nipples weren't afraid of it anymore. I was like, what is he talking about?
No, neighbors.
Oh,
I
neighbors.
thought you said
Okay.
your neighbors weren't afraid of you anymore.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Ah,
Ah.
Oh gosh.
what was that?
Yeah, I wasn't very nice before I got my weed.
Oh, okay, all right.
Kimberly. Kimberly says his nipples are still scared. Oh.
I
Michelle
don't think they're
Marie. Oh my
feeling
God,
any
yes.
pain. We need to do a stream where we all take shrooms and just laugh at stupid crap. So much fun.
Yeah, I just put that up on the screen. It's delayed though, I think. But yes, I second this. I'm all for it.
KJ's christening
Go.
photos. Oh, sorry.
I don't know, man. We're talking, hallucinogens here. We might want to just stay away from the Katie for a little while during that. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
Hey,
I'm way too
listen.
paranoid.
I just go with the flow. See, stay away from those sativa shrooms. You need an indica shroom.
What? I never even heard of those shrooms.
I just made it up.
Oh, okay.
You know.
I'm way too paranoid, and it becomes a nightmare, not relaxing like the others. I'm guessing you're talking maybe about mushrooms, but that's exactly what I'm like with the weed.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have you had dispensary weed?
I don't think so. I mean,
Yeah, see, that might be the difference. See, I had to research because weed isn't weed. See,
Right,
I
yeah,
can't have a sativa because that's a stimulant and I'm already wired. So I have to get the indica. But when I was still working, I would smoke sativa in the daytime and I'd smoke indica at night.
isn't it like the I want to say, isn't it like the fake weed or something?
No, sativa is just
What
a
am I
weed
thinking
that'll
of?
get you like energetic, kind of happy, and you love life kind of thing. And indica is just kind of like chronic; it just lays you out.
Okay. I think what I'm thinking of is it's called something else though, but it was big when the bath salts were a thing. It was like this fake weed or
You talking about
I don't know.
K12 or K2 or something like
Yes,
that?
that's it. That's it. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that
it.
was a
Okay.
fake weed. I know a
Yeah, that
lot
shit's.
of people that lost their kids over that.
Yeah, I know a
No,
few
I don't mean the
people.
kids died. I mean the parents
They've
lost their
lost.
kids to the court system because they got
Oh,
strung out on it.
I know a few people who I think lost their minds on it, but.
Yeah, the other stuff wet, where it's marijuana that's been soaked in embalming fluid.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've seen people lose their kids because of that too.
Merzadote says ExpressVPN lets anyone choose an IP address from Czech Republic, according to an article from March 2021 VPN report. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah. The IP address though that's in my emails, I traced back to this website. It's a spoofing email website, and it's hosted by servers in the Czech Republic. So that's why I was saying what I was saying. But yeah, I don't doubt this. You can still, you can get a VPN in any country. They don't, whether they're part of the 14 Eyes Alliance or not. But just depending on what you're going to do and why you need the VPN, you might want to just decide whether you want it to be part of the 14 Eyes or not. That's all. Yeah, plenty of people died from smoking fake weed in my country. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send these screenshots to my iPad so I can redact the information in them. And when I'm done, I'll put them up. And if anyone wants to know, I mean, I can show you where you look to see where you find the IP address and everything and the email information. And Google, Gmail, and so far I looked at Outlook and they do the same thing. I haven't looked at Yahoo yet. They tell you, obviously they give you the IP address and they tell you whether or not it comes from a trusted source, and they give you all the information right there. And I'll just show you, I can show you where to find it and stuff. And I can show you like how to search the IP. I mean, you can't get like exact location, obviously, but you can get region and shit. So, but yeah, okay. I'm gonna go back. Okay. Anyone mind if I go back to playing the video, or did you guys want to keep talking? It's your guys' panel.
I don't mind. Even though her voice is like nails on the chalkboard, but
I know. I hear you. I know though we were watching this last night, and I know we really wanted to watch the rest of it, and I know people in chat wanted to, so that's, but again, yeah, okay.
yeah.
And then the doctor prescribes different orders for the nurses to do, and then those nurses are supposed to follow those orders. And usually the orders are like give medicine, check vital signs, help with skilled behavioral help, or skilled like occupational therapy, or skilled PT, that kind of stuff. They're not there to change anything that's done in the home. But our nurses have consistently, and it's at this specific agency, it's never happened at any of the other agencies that we've used, where they just have gotten so comfortable that they have decided that, like they know that there's a shortage, and so they know that they can behave badly, and I am sort of stuck. So I either have to put up with their bad behavior or I have to go without a nurse. And that just doesn't work. So this last nurse I went through and put up with a lot of bad behavior, put up with a lot of arguing, demands. She like threatened us to get rid of our dog.
Sorry. Good night, Claire Bear. Thanks for being here. Thanks for helping. Have a good night.
Night, Claire.
Frank, he says, JC Mills, we were talking about the family KJ attacked on Instagram today. Vile things. What family was this? I heard her talking something about an adoption and look, I guess the mother's trying to rehome the kid or something. Or?
Yeah, like I don't know the full story, but she's going after some mom in South Dakota, I guess, and the mom, I guess, either gave the kid up for adoption or like was quote for sale, putting him up for sale for adoption, and she did 2 lives about it today, and I guess according to Instagram, she doxed the husband's like workplace, I guess, on her Instagram. Like she's just going off on them on Instagram.
Katie?
Katie doxed the husband's workplace, I guess.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, she's on a roll with this doxing shit then lately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. No. Thank you. Yeah, I have. Well, someone posted that like a screenshot of it. If do you want me to share it? Like, I guess. Well, it's just like the text, but no. Well, here. Let us see if I can do this.
Oh, Nikki May says, I know this mom, and this is complete BS. I am currently talking to her sister because the mother shut down her Instagram. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope so. I hope this if it's complete BS, I hope that the mother's protected. So she doesn't go through what Micah went through at the hands of Katie, basically. 6 posts on the family and hashtagging them, saying human trafficking. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Oh shoot, do I have someone else in here?
Oh, am I sharing? Yeah, I meant to share
Oh,
the thing. Yeah, that says that she posted the info on of the husband on her Instagram. Katie did.
do I have two Liz's in here?
Nope,
Um,
that's
no.
my my screen share.
Are you
No,
talking about me?
there's no. I mean, I have someone else in the studio, and I want to make sure that I'm not ignoring someone. I don't.
Oh,
Well, here, we'll add him quick. See what happens. Please
yeah,
be aware that
yeah. This
Cristobal
is
just
my
posted. Oh,
yeah. This is what I was sharing.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So whose Facebook did she post on Instagram? Oh, she
The
posted
okay.
the okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
the
what happened.
husband.
All
The
right.
husband. Yeah, yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's, I'm still new to this shit apparently. So all right, cool. Thank you for posting
No
that.
problem. No problem.
Um,
Sorry, I never shared when I'm not the host either, so it was weird for me too. Yeah. Okay, back to
Told me
Minnesota
that she doesn't
finest.
have to work in a place that has stinky diapers. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. Some of, like, she didn't want to be in a basement. One day she didn't want to be in a room. Another day she didn't want to be in his room because she said that she just can't sit in a room all day and be with my son. But that's literally what she's hired to do.
I gotta hear that again. I gotta hear that shit again. One day she didn't want to be in a basement.
Miss Paulson, you can't keep me in the basement all day.
I mean, right there, she kind of admits that she keeps her son and the nurse in a room or a basement all day. I mean, it's right there.
I need to breathe too, you know.
What is oxygen?
Oh my god. I gotta hear this again. I gotta.
So this last nurse I went through and put up with a lot of bad behavior, put up with a lot of arguing, demands. She threatened us to get rid of our dog. She
Demanded that she be allowed to eat on
told me that
plates.
she doesn't have to work in a place that has stinky diapers. I mean, come on.
You need to clean up after your kid. Oh,
She demanded to not have to work around human feces.
But the thing with the dog
What a
though,
bitch.
hasn't Katie said that her son is afraid of dogs like a bunch of times? Hasn't
I don't think he's afraid of all dogs. I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. But it just seems like it's mostly that one dog, that Frida or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think maybe it is all dogs, but he's really afraid of Frida. I don't know. But I know it's in large part Frida.
Yeah. And also the diaper thing too. Like, I don't want to question his diagnosis. Yeah, this was 2018, right? So he's like 6, and we've seen him on camera. I don't think he's wearing a diaper. Was he wearing the diaper when he was 6? I doubt that.
Yeah. This was like 2 years ago. You're right. I didn't even think of that. That's a good point.
I don't know.
Oh, wait.
I'm not a parent, but I don't know any 6-year-old that wears diapers.
wait, what happened 2 years ago?
Huh? What's
That was the last time they had sex. What happened?
What?
What?
Where'd you hear that?
I heard
dude?
2 years ago. I don't know.
Oh no.
What?
No, because this was in 2019 when she was telling the story, and the nurse didn't want to be around shitty diapers. Well, the kid was 6. Well, even if she's talking about the past, though, I mean, she's got to be talking like the way past, because the kid was 6 when she was talking about this.
Now I have to, objectively speaking, and I know this from experience, if he had autism and was probably medically fragile, it would take him longer to do things.
Longer.
And
Longer.
given her and her connection and her nurturing, it's going to take that much longer. That's why I'm saying it's 6 for him. It's probably subjectively a right pace because of who his mother is.
Yeah.
Okay, it's possible.
Smiley Mama 4 said many children wear diapers. No, I meant, let me clarify. I'm sure if you're severely disabled, as she claims
Right. Yeah.
he is.
It's-
Like he might, but we've seen him on camera before, and I mean, I'm not looking there, but I mean, I'm sure he's not. He doesn't look like he's wearing a diaper.
Well, no, he got
No,
too many positive reviews on that video with him in it, so he had to go.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know that there are kids that obviously, have an issue with this, well into even adulthood. I get that. But I don't think, and her kid's one of them, and I don't see this in him. Anytime he ends up on camera, he just seems like a very engaging and happy and intelligent and capable boy.
Yes,
So, I mean,
yes.
I don't, this is why I'm saying these things.
But she
So-
probably gave him some type of nurturing type attention before she went on the video. Almost like to cue him up.
We'd like to cue him up. Get him up, Mark. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, I didn't even get to the part in the basement yet. There was just.
I agree with
Yeah.
the nurse. Unless he's bedridden, the nurse should not have to change his diaper. So the nurse was
Right.
basically telling her, I shouldn't have to be around the house where you're not picking up your kids' diapers, you nasty wench, in my opinion. Or allegedly. Cover my bases.
Belinda
Oh my God.
says lots of kids with disabilities wear diapers. It said some autistic people are never able to toilet themselves. You can't judge his continence based on flickers of his life. You see, this is a cool. Belinda, I'm autistic. I'm fully aware that all autistic people aren't going to be as high functioning as me. I'm not saying that not all autistic people are in diapers or
Oh no, of course not.
can't be toilet trained.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And again, I get that, and I understand that I could be 100% wrong here, and the kid, her kid could be, having these issues. I realize that. In my honest opinion, I would be really surprised though if that was the case with him, because and you're right, it is only snippets of his life, but I mean, they're consistent snippets. It's not like one snippet he was this capable and energetic and engaging, young child, and then the next snippet, he wasn't. I mean, they're consistent.
She edited the videos where she had to change his diapers.
What? Oh, but yeah, but you can't edit a live stream out while it's live. I mean, afterwards maybe, but.
Where was the one where he was yelling outside the door and then she said, hold on, and then she ran outside the door and yelled at Todd?
Yeah.
But Todd couldn't come out of the basement fast enough to get to the son?
Yeah, she opened the door. You can't have him yelling like that or something like that. He was screaming like that. I forget what it was.
He was hanging her dainties on the clothesline. I mean, you can't be in two places at once.
Will you stop talking about parts of her like it's no?
I was talking about clothing. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, but it still gives the image. It's no.
Oh. I was unaware I was
kidding.
creating a word picture.
But yeah. But you don't picture shit like that? Wait, you don't?
Well, no, I do, but I'm high right now, so I don't feel the mental pain of it all.
All right, yeah, that I can see. And suddenly I kind of want to smoke weed now.
Yeah.
Oh, can't you keep him quiet? Yep, that's what it was. There was another video though.
That's what she said.
Yeah. There was another video though, and I think in the other video I'm thinking of, it was in the room that she's in now. It wasn't in that other room. But that's when she opened up the door and she yelled out, "You can't have him screaming like that." I know she said that in one video somewhere.
There was also the one where Beats Boy came on and Toad came on to yell at him, and I guess the boy was banging on the door to the office or whatever, trying to get them to, put him to bed or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Sad.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't see. I know a lot of other people. I didn't realize or pay attention to a lot of this. So I've seen other people making comments because I've had 3 kids. I've had 2 under 2. Okay, that's tough. And one of them, when she was younger, had ADHD, like on the high end of the, I guess that spectrum you could call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so there were So, like, if my oldest son had been screaming like that in his room, I would have dropped what I was doing. I would have ran over there because that's I know that kid. My daughter, she did scream like that often over nothing, and I would just turn the TV up louder, So that's why I don't even hear it anymore. I tune it out in any kid. So I don't even pay attention. So I see other people making comments. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe.
But you got to think
they're
about
screaming
this.
for a bad reason,
Between YouTube videos, YouTube uploads, YouTube live streams, Instagram chatting, Instagram live feeds, Twitter wars.
Yeah.
When is she spending time with her son?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I don't normally like to say shit like that because I understand, like, being a single mom and stuff. Like, I felt.
Hey, I'm not
guilt or whatever,
accusing
but-
anybody of
No,
anything. I'm asking a
No,
question.
I know. But I look at it this way: even if she is managing to spend time with her child, the fact that she's tending to all of these different platforms and doing so regularly, the time she's spending with him can't really be that quality of time because she has to be like half there and half not there most of the time, and whatever. If that's how you want to parent, then that's how you want to parent, whatever. But yeah, that would bother me. That would bother me as a parent, like when I was older and I look back on those wasted years and shit. That's what would bother me. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't get it because like I don't have enough time in my day just to follow her on these platforms, let alone do that in my shit.
They're not changing those diapers, Frank.
And the other night, when she said, the other night when she said, "Oh, CPS was here and like the police were here and like my son was crying and blah 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 blah," and then 10 minutes later she's tweeting about the Duggars or whatever again. Listen, I'm not a parent
that's right.
yet.
So,
I'm not a parent yet, right? But if my son or daughter were crying and screaming and that scared, I would be trying not to cry right now. I would be hugging my child and not letting go.
So let me say this, and I don't have to speak specifically for my state. Child Protective Services would not come there with police to investigate a report. It's not going to happen that way. They will show up as a caseworker. If they do not get cooperation, then they will call for the police to come and assist them. But what she's saying is like the DEA came through there.
Yeah, I get you. They will the police can accompany the worker if the situation is expected to require police presence. But other than that, yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, just to respond to a call with no other inclination of anything going on, yeah, police aren't going to go. But I think that her claims of the police being there allegedly is because she says, I think, is because she was reported as also committing medical fraud or some shit like that. So I think she was trying to make it sound like CPS showed up for one reason and the police were there for another reason.
No, you know what happened? She fell asleep watching the USA Network, so she listened to Law and Order Criminal Intent, and then a little bit of ER, and then some and then thought something really happened.
Falling asleep watching Law and Order. Oh God.
Oh God. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean,
Child Protective Services.
That one video. She did this one video, and she said that it was right after, I think, when she told her story of her assault and everything. I want to say that she was talking to in a live stream, and she's saying, yeah, and people are messaging me, accusing me of getting my stories from Netflix. She's like, no, they really happened.
I was right.
And they happened years ago. Maybe Netflix gets their stories from me, she says. And I'm like, what?
Wow.
So, I don't know. It's SVU, Netflix, whatever.
The Katie Chronicles?
Yeah, the Katie Chronicles. Thank you for becoming a member, John K. Awesome. Thought I saw my name tagged up here too. Frank, we're gonna have to try again tomorrow. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm gonna try to go back to the video and stuff, but
Roundtree.
The conversation's flowing. I mean,
KJ's not confused. She's constipated.
Wow.
It's true. Yep.
Man, that's gonna be a big one coming out.
Well, maybe. Okay.
It's gonna clog up the
I'm trying to-
toilet.
I'm trying to think of how I can work this into like a Duggar joke with the whole list of items needed and the whole constipation thing she had initially went back. The joke's not quite coming to me right now. She has now posted the workplaces of the family in all their social media sites and calling them funnies. Oh my God, Frank Ray says, let me check her Twitter.
Okay, so I gotta say this because I made a video. I did a live about this on my channel, but I'm not saying all neurotypical people are like this. I mean, I know Katie supposedly has ADHD, but this is what
Supposedly is right.
this is what infuriates me as an autistic person is because when we were kids, we get almost like this Victorian like class on etiquette and how to behave in social situations and how not to overstep boundaries and blah blah blah. And here's this fucking, sorry for language, neurotypical woman just stepping doxing and just running like bulldozing people's boundaries. I'm like, if I were doing this, if it were me doing this, or if it were another autistic person doing this, we'd be like committed or something, or arrested or something. Like,
You're right there, dude.
yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's so
I just had a thought.
infuriating to me. And I know not all neurotypicals are like that, but like it's so infuriating to me. It's so infuriating. I can't get over it. I can't.
What if those diapers were for her dogs? I just thought about it.
What are you? What diaper? Are you talking?
Like KJ's diapers that she left in the house.
Oh, I didn't see that. What do you like? Depends diapers or diapers?
No, remember she was saying the nurse was complaining that she left dirty diapers
okay.
all over the house?
All right.
I was saying maybe they weren't her
Nice.
son's diapers, maybe they were the dog's diapers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. Because everything's because of the dog. Really. I mean, that's why they have to sit in a room for 10 hours. You know. Maybe when they're keeping the dog in the room for 10 hours, they put it in a diaper so they don't. You have to take it out and it doesn't shit on the rug.
She's not covered in me contract.
Okay. All right, let's see here. I don't see anything on Instagram. I don't know. Maybe I'm not done looking though. And I didn't see anything on Twitter, although I did see a funny tweet I'm going to post in a minute.
Well, wait, on her last live stream, how many Xanax does she have in her hand?
I think I got that. I think I ended up recording that. I put my screen record on and went in the other room. I don't know how long it went.
Well, that may determine when she'll go back on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can watch SVU too.
What's going on with my storage? Dude, I just spent like freaking like $10 in iCloud fucking storage. Don't tell me I'm out. I'm already used it up.
You sounded like my grandfather right there.
Who, me?
No, Aaron.
I sounded like your grandfather?
You know how much that I spent?
Well, yeah. Dude, $10 is a lot of iCloud space. I mean, why it shouldn't be full?
Well, you're getting a lot more followers, dear.
Let's see. Did I get all of it? Or did this stop before it ended? Yeah, it looks like it stopped before it ended, but I got 24 minutes of it this time, so yay. Okay, so I don't see anything on Instagram or Twitter, although she could have deleted shit, whatever. Something about Plexus, and I see some like accounts or whatever shared social media accounts, but it's
check Todd's OnlyFans.
No, oh my God, no! I will no, never, no.
What? You don't want to see how you can burn a cross?
Well, it's only fans. I mean, is he gonna do it naked? I mean, that's what I not want to see.
You want to see Todd naked burning a cross?
No, I don't want to see that. Oh. I'll look at his Instagram. I'm not looking at his OnlyFans.
Oh God,
just saying.
What's his Instagram handle?
Who, Todd's?
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus,
Vaughn.
he's had two of them. I think it's
Vaughn Art Guitars.
there's
That's
there's two of them.
supposedly his business one.
It's not
I don't know
KJ
if-
off.
I don't know if sharing it would be considered doxing though. So I mean, I can message it to you just to.
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah,
I
see,
don't
I
want
only
it.
pay
I'm not going to
The
use
boss
it.
says. The boss says I only pay 99 cents, and I'm not even close to full. See, thank you. Yeah, I've done that like 4 times now, and it's just like in the same week. And I don't know. It's just I don't know.
You know, back in my day, we had these things called MP3 players. You know.
Blackberries. Yeah. So, yo, those were like futuristic though back then. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when the BlackBerry Storm came out. I mean, you weren't a cool social worker if you didn't have a BlackBerry Storm. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Maggie Morgan. Wait a minute. Her husband has OnlyFans. For real. I don't know. But I'm hoping. Christ is just joking. I'm convinced. I have convinced myself he's only joking. So.
Oh, I was
we'll leave it at
joking.
that.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Allegedly. Okay, there you go.
In my opinion.
Someone asked if we could watch the video, and yes, we can.
Lindsay had a beeper. I love you, Lindsay. I love you,
Yes.
Lindsay.
I apologize.
Oh man.
I'm going to go back to playing the video though for viewers.
Yeah.
Like she didn't want to be in a basement. One day she didn't want to be in a room. Another day she didn't want to be in his room because she said that she just can't sit in a room all day and be with my son. But that's literally what she's hired to do. And then if I pointed out that she was staff, she would accuse me of being rude or treating her like an animal. That's actually what she called me. That's actually what she told me yesterday, was that I was treating her like an animal and I wasn't respectful and I was mean to her, which was not the case. Exactly, Nicole, our hands are tied. Like no matter what you do, it's like you can't win. So
Always seeking validation.
it's like I knew that like she would always throw it in my face too, that like so she started acting out, and on the surface I acted very calm and collected and like I liked her and I would tell people I liked her, but I didn't like her.
Oh, what?
And
That's
I felt
so
extremely
old
stuck.
school.
And the last 2 weeks on Fridays after all of her shifts were done, I melted down to my husband and was bawling. And I cried almost all day yesterday. Yesterday was probably the most terrifying day my son has ever lived through. He was shaking. I mean, she was ballistic. I literally thought she might hurt both of us, and I thought I was going to have to call the cops. And she told me she didn't have to leave my house, and it was really scary. And my son didn't understand because he's autistic and he has a low IQ, and he, he believes that when mommy's yelling, it's because mommy's being mean. And sometimes when I'm yelling at him, I'm trying to get him to do stuff. And,
I'm trying not to get pissed off. I'm
thinking I was being
trying.
mean to her when she was really like yelling at me. And I was just trying to get a word in edgewise, and she wouldn't allow me to talk. So,
yeah, how's it feel?
we have just had a really tough time like dealing with the nurses. And I think it's something that a lot of families that are in sort of the autism and medically fragile world go through. And I think that nurses that work in the field, aren't all bad, but I think that the current environment in the home care world is so toxic because their pay rates are like, so it's like what a nurse in a hospital makes versus what a nurse in the home make is like night and day. Like, for instance, I have a friend that's in Virginia, Amy. She comments all the time. You might see her sometimes. But in Virginia, like home care nurses are paid
Okay, I apologize. I just have to run off camera for a minute because my dog is whining. Apparently, she needs to go out again.
Aw.
So I'm gonna keep this video playing. Okay, I'm guessing that that's what everyone wants. So I'm
Okay.
not gonna be here though to be able to pause it. So just I'm letting you know if when I come back, if you want me to rewind or whatever, I can do that. I'm gonna be able to listen though still. So I'll leave the earbud in. So, but I'll be right back in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
$9 an hour. $9 an hour. And that's for like a registered nurse. A registered nurse in a hospital can make easily $35 an hour. Easy. So pay rates are just ridiculous. And it's funded through the government because most people that have home care nursing use Medicare or Medicaid. And my son's is actually paid through our private insurance. So but it doesn't matter because most of the patients are on government assistance, which is not a bad thing. My son also has Medicaid. It's they have to go by the lowest rates because they can't pay a nurse because so if you like if they could be paid the way that like private insurance reimburses, it wouldn't be an issue, but they can't. So, you know, RNs make, I don't know, an LPN maybe makes $15 an hour in Minnesota, maybe 18. An RN might make $22 an hour, but like in a hospital here, an RN could easily make $35 to $40 an hour. So and then they don't get the same kind of benefits. They don't get the pensions. They don't get the PTO. They don't get any PTO. So they don't get the 401ks. It's just, there's no incentive for people to work in home care. And as a result, people that work in home care have to want to be in home care, and not many people want to be in home care. A lot of nurses end up in home care just because it's more flexible. But
How does she know all this?
home care agencies are so
Not a nurse.
understaffed.
No, she's full of crap.
Yeah.
No, she's reporting like she's reading
It
from what
is. They
she's
feel
read.
very entitled.
It's
They do want to
manufactured.
skate and they feel
Yep.
entitled. And the entitlement is a
Like,
result
I'm
of
not
the
saying
fact
I know
that
any better
so
about
she's
it, but
saying that like a lot of
still.
nurses, they end up burnt out in the clinics or at the hospital, which is true. We've had plenty of nurses that we've had in our home that were previously in a hospital, and they went to home care because they were burnt out. But then they come into home care and they are basically like kind of like given the world is your oyster. Like there's 47 cases and you can pick wherever you want to go kind of thing. And so by the time they get into a home, it's like I can't tell you how many nurses that have told me
All of this
that they don't
conversation
have to
after your
be
son was
here if they don't want
traumatized.
to because there's 5 other clients that they can go to. And when you hear that, it's like you're stuck. Because you know if that person leaves, there won't be another nurse. And you know that if you fight with them, they're going to act out. And you are like constantly trying to like keep the peace in your home. And it's really hard. Nobody's interested in this conversation. They're like, Katie, we're just not even going to watch you bitch about nurses. Only have 2 viewers. It's okay. Hopefully some of you will see this.
Even back then, they all hated her.
Oh, Nicole, it's like you were kindred spirits because I am so exhausted. So yesterday, after this whole thing blew up with my friend, with the nurse, it really made
With
me
my
start
friend, the
thinking
nurse.
about, there is always so many stories in the news about children that are disabled that are abused, and autistic kids that are abused. And I witnessed firsthand nurses getting abusive with my son, nurses arguing with my son,
After a year.
nurses being very demanding of my son, but my son not understanding. See a lot of children with higher functioning autism. They can communicate and they're verbal, and like some kids like my son have pretty high verbal IQs, but they have
Yeah, the low IQ.
so even though he knows a lot of words, he doesn't actually like know what they mean, and he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand like what you're saying to you, what he's saying to you. He just is like regurgitating what he hears. He can memorize like scripts, and then he can just like repeat them.
And that was when he was 6, right? And he's now 12.
With autism, because then they think that like because he's verbal, he's normal, and he can process normally, and he can behave normally, and he should be able to act normally, and he can't because his processing is actually below normal. Like his processing is like in the 60s.
Sounds like yours.
He has his IQ is actually not normal. It's below
Neither
normal.
is yours. Like mother, like son.
And that tricks people. And so, staff come in your home.
You trick people.
Are around children with autism, and they have these expectations that.
Erin, you're muted.
I'm muted. Thank you. I saw somewhere that it sounds like she actually did pretty good in school or whatever, but it's her emotional maturity though.
Okay, what West Indian college did she go to that nobody's ever heard of?
I'm thinking like high school or something.
Community college. There's no way she got into she probably wants to make people think she got into University of Minnesota. Like, no way. She probably went to some JUCO.
Well, she did Liz.
She did go there.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can picture her looking at her. I can picture her as a gopher. Way to go, Katie.
She earned a liberal arts degree in Spanish something studies, or I don't know.
So basically, she has 120 free electives.
Yeah.
Elected into a bachelor's degree. Okay.
And she took like English and like math, maybe.
Yeah, she took mandatory English and math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the other thing too, like, before you left, Erin, she was talking about how, she and the nurse were going back and forth, yelling and screaming and calling the cops. And you see this so often, like, she gets into these huge, drawn-out fights with people, and it's almost like, when you go to a frat party, right, and the frat party gets crashed, and the cops come, and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's almost like she's in college at a frat party, and the cops crash it. Like, it's always like this giant fight.
All of her stories resemble some type of 1-hour primetime TV drama.
Yes.
She always has to give her side of the story, and set the record straight or whatever. Which I mean, I understand like we all have to do this sometimes, but it's like she does it weekly. So I mean, I don't know.
Okay, she's always setting the record incorrect the week before. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all part of the routine. Yeah, keeps it on her calendar.
I think at some point though, I would stop and think to myself, why do I always have to keep correcting the record? What's wrong with the record that I have to keep? Why is my record so incorrect all the time? Why what am I doing here? What can I do?
But see, does logic apply to a narcissist?
True. No.
Katie Joy Stretchy. Yeah. Do we have proof though that she graduated? Yes. I don't have it. I mean, I can obtain it again. I can look for it and find it. But I've seen it's somewhere searching. I don't remember where, but her name is in the
it's the national database. It's the national database. Yeah.
I didn't even look at that. I saw there was like a picture of her college program or the graduation program, and it had her name in there and everything. So, and it wasn't like something she had posted. Like the school posted it or something.
It said wanted. Defaulted student loans. If you've seen her, please contact University of Minnesota.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the video.
Oh, Christ conflict. Wait, she's not even a gopher. She's not even a golden gopher. She's just a gopher.
Oh my God, dog.
She about to sneeze? Or is she practicing fellatio?
Oh, stop! No, stop.
Oh my.
She's lazy. This
In
isn't
my
Todd's
opinion.
OnlyFans. This isn't Todd's OnlyFans. Okay, I'm done. I'm
Oh,
done. I'm
Lord.
done. I'm
Okay.
going back to the video.
Oh, they can talk, so they can do this, they can do that. And listen, I have nothing against people with autism. I love my autistic followers. I'm just
Screw
saying
you.
that sometimes the kids that are on the higher end of the spectrum, their
Oh,
disabilities are not seen, and they're
okay. That I agree with her
because
on.
they are verbal, and so their deficits are easier to hide, and it creates a lot of confusion for people that are around them. And if people aren't properly trained, these children become very easy targets for abuse. My son does not understand people, like, he just had a neuropsych evaluation done, and
Not only abuse,
the
Katie, but neglect as
neuropsychologist said that
well.
he doesn't understand social boundaries, and he doesn't understand like the difference between like a good person and a bad person. Like,
Because you
he
haven't
thinks
taught
all
him.
people are good, and that's a very scary place to be, because he doesn't
He only had an
understand when
iPad.
someone's doing something that's mean, or he doesn't understand like innuendos or like undertones. He doesn't understand sarcasm. So
Okay, keep in mind that this was 2 years ago. So the child was 6 years old when she
Mhm.
made
Yeah.
this video.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. You know, I guess maybe you're. I don't know. I don't know if neurotypical,
Well,
whatever is the
listen,
correct phrase. If it's not, I
Aaron,
apologize.
to be
But
fair, she didn't know him the first 4 years of his life. So
Mm,
well, okay.
she just met him.
I don't know. I don't see. I mean, should he have been speaking Mandarin by now or something? I mean, I don't get it. You know, and
I
even
didn't understand sarcasm at 6.
no, me
right,
neither.
yeah, especially like the kind of sarcasm that adults, you know, are accustomed to or something. And I mean, I think all kids who aren't autistics, you're going to have some that get it quicker and some that, you know, that get it a little later still.
He
You know,
didn't
and they're not
understand Katie
autistic. So,
humor.
I mean, what was she? I mean, I don't get it. I don't know. I just don't get it.
And I'm autistic and I'm sarcastic as they come, so.
True. Yeah.
Mm.
he's a very easy target for like bullies, and he's also a very easy target for abuse, because he doesn't get it. He doesn't know that he's being abused, and that was what
'Cause he's
was happening
not.
with our nurse.
But
And
why wouldn't he
Wow.
know
got to
what
a point where
abuse
I was
is?
like, I can't have this in my home. And it's hard for him because he doesn't understand.
It's hard for him
He
because you're
doesn't
his
understand
mother.
that she was being abusive, and he thinks that she was his friend.
This poor kid.
Like I know.
I
I
know.
get what you're saying. I get what you're feeling and everything. I do. I don't feel comfortable just, you know, just I don't know, attacking that part, because I don't know how much of it is her. I mean, I have my suspicions and I have my opinions, but I fear though that vocalizing them with, you know, without knowing could risk making things worse in their home. You know what I mean?
Aaron, Nietzsche May said to check your DM.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh no,
I'm sorry. You know what? You're right. I'm just being in a state of shock when I'm hearing all of this for the first time. So
Right. I know. And
I can't do her channel.
I think we all to some degree share your suspicions, you know, to put it nicely. You know, it's just, I don't know. I think maybe, I don't know.
I mean, Katie, if you're watching, I mean, seriously, I'd be more than happy to share my opinion with you privately. Of course, I'm
Yeah.
going to record because I know how you'd like to, you know. That's if you're listening. Feel free.
Mhm. And I tweeted this on Twitter too the other day. If she ever came onto my channel, like she came onto Amanda Panzer's channel, I would say, here's what I would say. I would say, you support that, you advocate for autistic people, right? Your son is autistic, right? Pretend I'd invite you to take a link. I'd say all that, and I would say, pretend I'm your son. What would you say to me? Who knows what she would do? I think she would hang up, or I don't know, or she'd say something incriminating, but I don't know. I would like to test her like that and see what she does. Like, pretend I'm your son. What do you have to say to me? Because I'm your son. I'm autistic and I have a disability. What do you have to say?
I have PTSD. I have a disability. How are you, pal?
I don't know if I have a disability. I don't think I do.
Yeah, you have KJ hating you.
I have a dog that likes to go out every 15 minutes. It's not a disability, but it's a pain in my ass.
Yeah.
I got my dog up to 6 hours now.
Oh, it's so freaking cold up here, too. Oh, my God.
Yay, my mom.
Okay.
And that's, I don't think parents that have, bullying is a really big issue, and I'm never going to minimize a parent that has a child that's bullied. But there's this whole level of bullying that you'll never understand until your child's IQ is in a place where they don't know that they're being bullied and they don't know the difference between like good and bad. When your child has a disability like that, the world is an extremely scary place.
That's not true.
Children that are disabled are, I think they're bullied like 67% of all children with disabilities are.
You don't know.
I don't remember the stats.
That came straight out of you nowhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
I question her percentage there too, but I have no doubt that kids with disabilities. I remember being a kid.
Yeah.
I've said and done things when I was.
True is where she's saying like they're at a sense of danger, and it's like
Right.
if they're naive because you haven't educated them. Of course, they're going to be in danger, but they don't have to be autistic to be in danger. They just have to be uneducated about their surroundings.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can raise a child just completely ignorant and completely sheltered and ignorant of everything, and they get once they get out in the world by themselves for even the slightest minute, they're anything can happen,
Exactly.
And the bullying. I want to say this something like that. At least that percentage of kids total are bullied. However, I have no doubt that the bullying could be much different and much worse when it's.
Yeah, if they don't
shown
know
towards
how
a disabled child,
properly react or respond, if they don't develop coping skills or understanding, because what I told my ex's son is like, people are not going to understand you, and they're not going to try to understand you, and they're going to misjudge you, and they're going to treat you in a negative way because of that.
Right.
And you just have to understand that's what happens.
Yeah. And my mom and dad always gave me positive reinforcement and all that. But at the same time, it's like they reminded me that there are bad people in the world. I'm raised Catholic, still Catholic. That's the foundation of our religion. That whatever, not getting into that. But like, we believe that there is bad in the world, not just from a religious perspective, but from just in general. Like, it's literally in the name of this channel's title. People suck. People suck. They do.
Yeah.
Well, no, according to that last video on Little Red's channel, KJ doesn't suck.
Okay. We're not going there. We're not going. The name of my channel, though, the people suck part, it's not. You're right. It does mean that people suck, but I don't mean it as like, look at all these people that suck. You all suck. I mean it as like, we all suck. We all suck to some degree at some time. Just let's. You got to accept it in other people, but you also got to see it in yourself too. That's my whole take on it. So, I don't know.
That's true. But yeah, it's like you don't want to sugarcoat. Well, I'm not a parent, but this is what my parents did. You can't sugarcoat the world, like especially if you have a disability. Like I know, even I'm 29 years old. I work in the grocery store. Things are tough. Yeah, I have a positive attitude, but it's like things are tough. I know there's bad in the world, but I still keep a positive attitude. And if she
Exactly.
keeps teaching him that everything sucks and your life is a disaster and you're just gonna die alone in a basement, whatever, then yeah, he's gonna die alone in the basement. You need to take him outside and let him see that the world, like to use a quote from a very good movie, Wonder, that the world is bigger than his room,
Right.
you
Right.
know?
Oh. Who's upset?
Doggy.
Another bathroom?
Yeah, she's bugging me again. All right, enough. I'm coming. Um, all right. So yeah, it's 1 a.m. I know we tried tonight, and now my dog she doesn't want to let me continue trying apparently. So
Part three to be
I don't,
determined.
it's not yeah, it's not just her going to the bathroom. It's not that she gets anxiety for some reason. I don't. This is a new thing with her. We don't understand it. So,
How old is she?
like she's close to 10, I think. So
She's
yeah,
transitioning.
yeah. That's
Maybe she's
we're
getting canine menopause.
I don't know. We
Is
don't
that
want
a
to think
thing?
about it.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I have
Well,
no
my
idea.
dog's 14, so.
Okay, good. So we could have a while still. Good. Well, no, because
It's only
it's
10
been on my
here.
mind lately, because she's just not acting weird, like troubling weird, just kind of annoying weird, So, but it gets you thinking though of all these horrible things that it could be or something, and then you start fearing it, and then I don't know. I don't want to go.
No,
I'm not
but
ready to go through that yet.
she's just getting clingy again. My dog did that when she turned around 10 years old. And now she
Yeah.
whines every time I go like outside the front door. Even though she never
Aww.
goes outside the front door, she only wants to go out through the back door. But anytime I go out there, she's screaming like she's being
Yeah.
butchered. And she's
Yeah.
been doing that for like the past 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like if there's people home but they're not all in the same room, like she just goes back and forth between the rooms. It's like she can't handle it. She doesn't. She gets
She
stressed out. So
doesn't
I
know
don't get
which
it.
place to be. Maybe she wants to be with
Yeah.
everybody at the same time. We're not a family anymore, guys.
Sue, I'm going to look up what it is you're talking about there. So I have no idea what
Anyway,
you're talking about.
gang,
Oh, trizyg. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
then
yes, we will
Yes.
try again.
Uh,
Yeah, I can do Monday night or tonight, whatever, tomorrow night. I don't have to work.
mm,
I'm just trying to
I'm
think.
gonna go live
We usually
tonight.
The only thing I usually do on Mondays, like I might go on a sleep bender or something and sleep for a whole day, but I'm
everybody
gonna take
guard
her
your
out, and then
Twitters.
I need to finish this damn video already because I feel like I'm letting everyone down, and I want it. I'm excited about this video. I want to get it out. So, yeah. So I'm
Anyway,
gonna
good
call it
night,
night. I'm gonna take her
all.
out, and then
Bye.
I will.
Oh,
Thank you guys for coming and being on the panel, both of you, and
yeah.
JC Mills for being here earlier, and thank you everyone here in chat. Thank you, and I will try and get the video out for you by the morning, and we will try again tomorrow night. So, all right, good night, guys.